All right, well, welcome to Our Road to Camelot. This is a very special episode that is not going to interrupt our normal travels.
Nope.
Nope, it's going to be thrown in there in the mix. It'll be a bonus video, I guess. But we discovered some things.
Some things that we need while we're traveling through the South here.
Yeah, so we'll get right into it right after this. Alright, so we're actually going to show off 4 things, but they cover 2 categories for traveling in the South.
Mm-hmm.
The
first thing that I want to talk about is the humidity. So those that have been through this know that in the South there is a lot of humidity.
And on the eastern United States. And that's where we're going to be for 5 months.
Yeah. So it's really, really important, especially in our RVs, so that we don't have delamination or mildew or anything else that's going on, that we work on downsizing that humidity. I know when I was in Nevada at the place that I worked, we would put jugs of water in the RVs because we needed to add humidity because of the dryness.
Right.
Well, here it's just the opposite. We want to get this humidity out.
Yeah. So there's 2 different things that we have done, and the first one is fairly inexpensive.
Yeah, it's just something you can buy like at Walmart or any of the Home Depots, any of the stores like that. It's called the damp rid, and that's some of these. And what you do is you just take the top off. There's a cover in here that you leave on, and that will just hopefully draw the humidity out. It gives you a line of when it's full to just toss it out. They're good for, mild, low, very low humidity. You can put them in your closet, you can move them around the room, whatever. But in an RV as large as ours, you probably need, 2 or 3, 4 of them.
And how much are these normally? Because I have no clue.
They're actually fairly inexpensive.
Oh, good.
Probably $5 if not less. So.
Okay, but they're only a one-use thing.
They're a one-use thing, so once it's full, you discard it.
Well, the other thing we picked up yesterday, and I really want to show this one off, it's a company called Midea, M-I-D-E-A.
Yes.
And
there's different brands, so check them out.
And, we're not endorsing them. They're not endorsing us. We just happened to buy this because that's what we found at the local Walmart. By the way, these are also Walmart.
The same thing. There's different brands. We're not endorsing any particular brand, so decide what works best for you.
Well, the one we bought is a 20 quart. It's called the Cube.
20 pint.
20 pint, excuse me. The Cube 20. If it was 20 quart, that would be huge. No, the Cube 20 pint. And this is what it looks like. A real simple setup. It kind of nests in itself, so when you open the thing up, you just kind of put the top part setting on top of the bottom. The bottom is a bucket. In fact, it's going to make a little bit of noise. It's not really bad, though.
They're not loud at all.
So that's about as loud. Now, it may sound louder on the video than it does here, but it's actually drawing the moisture out. Now, we got it last night, so it hasn't even run 24 hours yet.
No.
So let's take a look. I'm going to take it off the stand. Take a look at how much water is already built up in there. So
you can
there's
see
quite a bit of water that's already built up.
Yeah.
And that's less than 24 hours.
Right.
So it is definitely working. And to be honest, I don't know why it's giving me an E flat. Okay. Music joke. Okay. Well, I'll leave it off till we finish the video because it will make some noise. But it does blow cool air out. So one thing I did notice already when the floor, even we'd clean the floor, wipe it down, it always felt sticky.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed this morning for the first time after running that all night long, the floor did not feel sticky.
Right.
So I think it's working there as well. So that's actually a pretty good one.
Right. So, and the nice thing about this one is too is that you can, if you have good Wi-Fi, you can use your phone to operate it. So it is Wi-Fi
right
compatible phone.
But Yeah, you do have to have a router and Wi-Fi. So we're not using the phone app because when you're traveling, until we get something that's really consistent and stable, Wi-Fi wise, a good Wi-Fi solution. Hurry up, Elon Musk, Starlink. But until that happens, we probably won't utilize that feature.
Right. There are different models of the dehumidifiers, different sizes. You can get little tiny ones. You can get great big ones. They range, that I found, anywhere from say about $40 or $50 into $200, $300, $400, $500 ranges, depending on what you get. Ours was just over about $170.
It was $178, and then whatever tax, whatever state
right,
you're,
at
Walmart.
Walmart. So
now you're not going to find this. Like, we were in Arizona and we decided, hey, we're going to need a dehumidifier this summer, and couldn't find one in Arizona to save your life.
Gee, I wonder why.
So
humidifiers everywhere.
Yeah, we waited till we got to Texas, so Austin, Texas, and now suddenly they're all over the place. So
they're still kind of hard to find though, because I had to do some hunting before I actually found a place, because I hunted several places, and finally this Walmart had it. So,
and now here's one more thing about it. Do you really need it? Well, here's the thing. We're traveling we'll be in humid states for about a good 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
If you're full-time traveling, or you're planning to do extended stay in humid areas, yeah, you definitely need it. If you're a weekend warrior, maybe taking a 2-week to maybe a tops a month-long vacation, you could probably get away without a dehumidifier. You might want to invest in the little ones
from the stores, yeah.
But you may not have to invest the $178 for the big one.
Or more.
But yeah, we traveled across 30 years ago. We keep talking about it. It was a 1 month long trip. Half the trip was in humid states.
And we didn't even think about it then.
We didn't think about it, but we really
didn't
need it. You know, we were in and out of there within a few weeks. Not enough for any damage to really occur. So we were pretty lucky in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So did we beat that one up enough?
I think so.
Yeah. So the next thing is, there is severe weather. I have 2 solutions for that one.
I mean, some of you might have already known about the past storms through Texas. Well, some of them are still going on.
Well,
a lot of rain, a lot of hail.
This video's going up in the next, probably within the next week. So you'll get a chance. It wasn't that long ago, but I went ahead and I got this one from Walmart as well. It was $30 roughly, and this is by Midland. And it's a weather radio. Now, the neat thing about a weather radio is this is connected directly to NOAA, N-O-A-A. And NOAA, I used to know what that stands for. National Organization for Atmospheric something or other. Yeah, so
we'll put it down here.
It's a weather radio. So basically what happens is, when you get to a location, you hit the menu, you select your state that you're in, you select the county that you're in. I would recommend setting it up as a single location, because you can do multiple locations, but then if you make it too broad, it's not really going to be useful. So I keep it single. So when we get to
we like it kind of like, what's happening right here?
Where are we?
Where are we, and what's happening right here?
So I'll go ahead and set it up every stop we make. So I'll go ahead and set the state, the county. You let it know what county you're in. And if you're not sure what county it is, just Google search it. What county am I in right now? And it'll use your GPS and tell you what county you're in. And then I go ahead and you set a channel, and there's only a handful of channels, and you pick the one that comes in the clearest. So it's also battery operated, plus it can be plugged in. We keep it plugged in. But if you do have a power outage, keep fresh batteries in it. And if I hit the button,
in the afternoon, highs in the upper 70s, temperature steady or slowly falling in the afternoon.
Okay, so, and I hit it again to have it go off. So it'll give you the latest updates. And if there is a bad weather system coming in, it will go off and warn you. If you're in tornado,
warning signals. These beeping
severe storm
signals,
tornadoes, any hurricanes, whatever it is, it will go off and give you that warning. All right, so we just finished shooting this video, and I was getting ready to start editing. and we had a couple of updates that just hit. The weather radio went off beeping at us, and my phone started buzzing, and as you can see, this is what the phone said. And this is what the radio said.
Night. Then a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 60s.
It did come back on telling us about the tornado watch. And as you can see, it was flashing at us. And it shows up on the screen, tornado watch. So we're not sure exactly what a tornado watch means. I know obviously the situation is right for tornadoes to form. And our county is one of many counties that's an issue. So we're going to need to probably do a little bit of research real quick to find out, just in case, where do we go? All right, so I just went into the front office and asked about where is the safe place to go. They actually kind of smiled, because that every time there is a tornado watch, there's at least one person that shows up to the office and asks. So I guess I'm that one person this time. So they're saying the front office, it's a big building. They have a center area. That's a rec room. That's one spot. And we're actually really close to the bathhouse. And in fact, I'm going to be walking right by the bathhouse. And the bathhouse is actually really close to us. And that would be the other location that we would go. They're saying they definitely don't recommend the laundry because of all the appliances that are in there. But they also say the biggest thing are these trees that you see behind me. There's a lot of old growth trees, and there's branches that will fall. So the thing with the trees is they have had trees fall and cause damage. Not severe damage, it can cause damage. They say they've been pretty lucky that it hasn't really did any major damage to anything, but they will come. That's the biggest thing they have. They said they can get some really good winds, and the winds can cause some damage from falling trees. But that's about it. Wow, what timing for this video. This this is kind of crazy. So we just have that short distance. We just walked from it right to here from the bathhouse. So that's really all we need to do if there's a problem. I didn't even ask about the dogs because they're going with us no matter what. But I'm standing in front of our rig, and as you know, wide angle lens objects are closer than they appear. The bathhouse is what, maybe about 30-40 yards away? Yep. All right, so that's it. Let's get back to the video again.
You know, we got home last night, and that's what was happening to the poor puppies.
There is, if you're on an iOS device, I highly recommend spend the $4 or $5, I forgot exactly how much it was, for an app called Dark Sky. Dark Sky is also tied into NOAA. And what happens with Dark Sky is, and why I say iOS, Apple apparently thought this was such an amazing app. They outright bought it from the company who developed it and kept it exclusive to Apple. Sorry, Android people, this is like an awesome app. I wish you had access to it too. But if you want to make sure you find an app that is tied to the NOAA system, hopefully that's not charging a subscription. This is a one-time purchase, and it will give you the local updates. It also, you set it for giving you alarm warnings. It will go off too. In fact, we came yesterday. We'll show some footage of that rain we were in. Oh my gosh! We got back, walked in the rig, and all of a sudden my phone and the weather radio starts going off at once with warning signals. And suddenly now we not only were in severe weather, we were also flash flood warning. So we were, flash floods. And the nice thing about the app is it will pinpoint your actual GPS location. And it will actually, it's not just the county, it's your actual location, but it's showing the actual little black dot is us in the middle, and it shows the storm clouds where they're headed, and that it gives you,
is real time for us.
It's real time. It gives you like 3 hours prior, and then it gets to where it says now, and it'll show you a prediction for the following hour after that. So I'll do that one more time here. So If you can see at the bottom, there's a little now that's popped up, and when it gets past now, it will actually show the future for the next hour. So that is a real slick app to give you idea of what weather you're in. Definitely make sure you have alarms turned on. It's not going to do you any good. It's like, oh, I want to sleep. Well, I don't want to sleep if there is a tornado or a hurricane or some other severe storm.
Yeah.
You know, we had, what got us to run out and buy this thing is we were in Fredericksburg, and there was a severe storm where they were saying golf ball size hail that was coming, and
actually they said softball.
Softball? I thought it was golf ball.
No, it was bigger.
Well, it was basically saying that you will be injured and it will cause damage. Now, when I pulled up the app, I quickly got the app and saw that it was going to miss us, but I later discovered it missed us by maybe 5 to 6 miles. It was close.
Yeah.
I was ready to go out and bulletproof the truck and the rig the best I could. We do have our hail kit that we put together a couple of years ago, so we're traveling with that this year. But yeah, you want to make sure you have those alarms on.
Yeah.
Get those alerts. Let it go off. Let it wake you up, whatever it takes. We keep the radio in the living area. I have my phone right next to me in the bedroom. Now, I've had some people ask, actually, why do you need two? The app is really accurate, and why do you need to go out and buy a radio? This is my thought. Aren't you glad that your car has backup systems? If one system goes bad, there's a backup system to keep it running. So you don't, if your brakes fail, that you don't lose all your brakes. This is sort of a backup system. What if my cell phone decides, cell phones are always so dependable, right? Yeah, what if that was to fail at the worst possible time?
Right.
What if the radio failed at the worst possible time? I've got a backup system. I've got both of them. The chances of both of them failing is not going to be real likely. I'm going to always keep fresh batteries in the radio, but there may be a time where I forget about it and the batteries go dead and we don't have power, and now I don't have the radio. So now I still have my phone.
And depending on the severity of the storm, I hate to say it, those little bars could disappear and you could suddenly have no service.
Yeah, you might have a lightning strike that takes out a cell tower.
Yeah, so
or,
it's good to have that backup system.
It's definitely good to have the backup. So so definitely I would highly recommend both. Mm-hmm. And I don't think we'll ever travel without having both.
And
of them
another reason why to have one that has the battery backup, also because a lot of places here we've lost electricity. We haven't personally, but they've lost electricity. So
it's a storm.
Again,
it's a storm. That's what they do. That's what storms do. They take out electricity. Yeah. All right, so that's gonna basically do it. We just want to let you know about those two things, or four things actually, but two categories. And we hope this is important enough for you to take heed and to protect yourself. And we hope that this was informative enough that you can kind of go out and get these things. So I wish I could advise an Android or Google app. So if you find one, put it in the comments below for other Android users.
Let us know.
I'm not that much of an Apple snob that says, oh, well, you're going to be caught in a storm because you didn't get an Apple. No, I'm not that way. So make sure that you protect yourself. Find an app that works for you and let us know what it is so we can get it out there in our information as well.
And once again, we're not endorsed by any of these people that we've recommended.
No, we're not big enough yet.
It's just what we chose and what we've discovered works best for us.
And you can get them all at Walmart, except for the app.
No, the app. No.
Yeah, not the app. But you get everything else at Walmart. So where is there not a Walmart? They are everywhere. So there you go. So definitely check out our website, ourroadtocamelot.com. And make sure also that you hit that subscription button on the YouTube, and also see us on the Facebook. We don't have the Twitter.
And the Instagram.
Yeah, we don't have the Twitter.
Is that like the freeways in California?
And the thumbs up.
The 10, the 405.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that's about it. Hope you guys are safe. See you on the road. Safe travels.
Sláinte.